Day 2 of the tampering period, which means tomorrow is actual free agency. What is up, Finn fans? Tomorrow's free agency. And a lot of people have been really stressed out over the fact of the limited amount of things the Dolphins have done the past 2 days, not kind of realizing that tomorrow, especially before 4 o'clock, a lot of teams are going to start cutting players. A lot of teams are going to continue to release really good players like Treader, the center from the Browns who just got released. I think they're trying to make space to try to pull in Deshaun Watson, which I don't know how that makes sense. You get rid of a really good center. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to play behind that. But I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to go over what happened today with the Dolphins. Again, I'm recording this at 11:02 at night. I keep checking Twitter. I don't think anything else is going to happen. If it does, I'll just add it right in the middle of this video. So we're going to go over what happened today, and then comment of the day. I noticed a trend on comment of the day, and I've read a lot. I read all of your comments below, and I noticed something. So I'm going to talk about that in comment of the day. It's a question that I keep getting asked, so I'm just going to answer it in comment of the day. Before we jump into that, I got to shout out a new patron in Brandon. Thank you so much, brother, for joining the Patreon. If you want to be a member or a patron, members, you just hit the join button next to the subscribe button, and the Patreon, that is linked in the description. Big difference with members and Patreon. Patreon essentially is you're going to get special videos. I'm going to start showing you guys how to use the cameras. I'm going to start showing you guys how to edit. I'm going to give you guys special stuff over there that no one else can get. And the member side, you're going to get early access to stuff. You're going to get cool icons. You're going to get all this special perks during live streams and stuff. It's two different aspects when it comes to the Patreon and the membership. So if you'd like to, don't ever feel like you need to, those are linked below. And first, I got to thank the sponsor for today's video, and that's Manscaped.com. So let's jump to past Doug and talk about some Manscaped. If you don't know about Manscaped.com, they are fantastic products that include Lawnmower 4.0 and other great products for the man hygiene. Women can use it as well. But they sent me the Perfect Package 4.0, which comes with, again, the Lawnmower 4.0. It's their newer version of it, hence 4.0. Waterproof, has a light on it. Great for your skin, doesn't nick you. Use it on my face all the time. I shape myself up, which I need to do recently, but you could use it anywhere on your body that hair is. They sent that to me. They also sent me the Crop Preserver, and they sent me the Crop Reviver in this Perfect Package 4.0. If you use the promo code DDW20, you're going to get yourself 20% off. You're going to get yourself some free shipping, and you're also going to get yourself 2 gifts with this. So go over to manscaped.com, use the promo code DDW20, and get yourself the Perfect Package 4.0. And thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Yeah, I'm going to really quick go over what happened today. There were some other moves that happened that I haven't talked about. One of them kind of just happened a little bit a while ago. But we're going to Connor Williams. Dolphins signed him 2-year, $14 million, 7.5 guaranteed. I don't have the contract numbers for that. For some reason, yesterday, by this time, I had all the contract numbers, all the breakdowns. I can give you everything. But for some reason, let me see if I can pull it up one more time. No, I got nothing. They don't. For some reason today, they just not updating it. Just 2 years, $14 million, 7.5 guaranteed, average salary about $7 million. It doesn't give me the full details, but I do like this signing a lot. He does have penalty issues. That's the thing that I keep hearing. Kills drives with holdings and yada yada. But he was, I think, the 9th ranked guard in the NFL, and he's real physical, bullish type of guard, really fast, completely manhandled Aaron Donald. So really liking the move there. Connor Williams going to be competing or starting at left guard. Great move there. Then after that, it's just a lot of bringing guys back. Brought back Preston Williams 1 year, could earn up to $2 million. No guarantee for him there. Duke Riley 1 year, $3 million. No guarantee there. Landon Roberts, I forgot to talk about him. I missed that one. 1 year, $3.25 million. No guarantee there. And then they recently, about an hour or so ago, Sam McGuavin, they're bringing him back, 1 year, 2,800,000 guaranteed. So he does have a little bit of a guarantee, but that 800K doesn't necessarily mean he'll make the team. Looking at, though, what they did, right? And again, because free agency doesn't start till tomorrow, there's still a lot that's going to happen, and there's some dominoes that need to fall that I'll talk about in a second. But from looking at what they did, I was like, do they think the linebacking core last year was good? Because they brought back Duke Riley, Landon Roberts, Sam McGuavin. We have Jerome Baker. We still have Vince Beagle. We have Andrew Van Ginkel. I'm like, that's the same exact linebacker core as last year. Did they think that linebacker core last year was good? Because it wasn't. I'm hoping this is for depth. I'm hoping. Sam McGuavin is a very good special teamer. I think that's why they gave him the 800K guaranteed. But I'm hoping they don't think that linebacker core last year was good. I really hope they don't look at it and go, we could do something with that, because the Dolphins were horrible against the run, horrible against covering the tight ends in coverage, horrible against motion. It was not a good day for that defense. I think the defense ended around 18th ranked in the NFL. You got Bobby Wagner out there. You have Lander Van Der Esch out there. You got a lot more guys that are getting cut that are out there that are big upgrades to what we had and what we currently have, because from what I'm looking at, it's the same defense as last year. So we'll see. But to get what I was saying, I think everyone in the NFL is and specifically the free agents are waiting for the domino to fall. What could that domino be? It could be one of two things. Teron Armstead is essentially waiting for, it seems like, Deshaun Watson to decide, is he going to the Saints? Because if he decides to go to the Saints, then it seems like Teron Armstead is going to stay with the Saints. And if he doesn't, he'll probably go somewhere else. So it seems like it's him, and it also seems like Deshaun Watson. And some people think that decision is going to happen tomorrow. He is meeting with the Atlanta Falcons tomorrow. So it seems like the teams that are in play are the Browns, the Saints, the Panthers, and the Falcons are the teams in play. And the way it worked was you had to have agreed to a deal with the Texans, and then Deshaun went to meet you, because Deshaun decides where he goes. He has that no trade clause. That's why, last year he only wanted to go to Miami. So it seems like that is what is holding everything up, because it seems like when that decision's made and when Armstead decides where he wants to go, then all of a sudden all these other pieces are going to start going. Bobby Wagner's going to sign. Or maybe people are just waiting for the league year to start, waiting for the players to get released, waiting for all this stuff to happen to then start to really go at it. A lot of, we forget that this is the tampering period. This isn't the start of free agency. So it's not supposed to be like, oh, it's craziness, free agency frenzy, here we go, blah, 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 blah. That's why my titles don't say day one of free agency, day two of free agency. That's tomorrow, where I talk about day one of free agency, who signs where, who does what. So I know we're all freaking out because Dolphins haven't been as aggressive as other teams, trading for Russell Wilson, trading for Carson Wentz, trading for Khalil Mack, going out and signing J.C. Jackson, all that stuff. Everyone wants to crown the Chargers the NFL's best team right now because they're the paper champions. We've seen it before. We've seen the paper champions before. Hell, we've been the paper champions before. It didn't pan out to anything. Not saying it will for them or won't for them, but free agency hasn't started yet. There's a lot of people out there, a lot of good players out there, especially center, which I'm going to get to in comment of the day, that now I have a new center that I want the Dolphins to go after, and I'll talk about that. But yeah, so Dolphins essentially right now are just kind of bringing back their own. For depth, I don't know. Preston Williams, Duke Riley, Landon Roberts, Sam McGuavin. Who else did they bring back? It's literally right above literally right above me. Mike Gesicki, Emmanuel Ogbah. So, they brought back a good chunk of their own. But then they added some others. Cedric Wilson, Chase Edmonds, Teddy Bridgewater, Keon Crossan, Connor Williams. So they've made what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 moves so far in the tampering period. And I think 5 of them are outside, 6 of them are inside. So we'll see. Tomorrow's big. Start free agency. Then we really start to see. Then I'll really start to judge this team. I'm not judging nor freaking out over the things they've done during the tampering period. This is more about getting your own back before the free agency starts. And then you'll probably start to see the cuts happen for the Dolphins. Tomorrow before 4 o'clock, you'll start to see, okay, we're sitting at about 20 million. I'll give you that update. Sitting at 24.7 million. So they're going to start cutting players to get back up to 30, 40 million. And if they cut the players, the 7 or 8 players I talked about, they'll get to about 40 million again. And if they get to 40 million, I think they'll be up there. Yeah, they'll be like the 3rd again when it comes to cap space. Right now, they're the 7th. They can shoot back up to about the 3rd because the Jets have 44 and the Colts have 54. Seahawks have 39. Shoot right back up. So comment below. Let me know what you guys think of Connor Williams signing. But you know, we already talked about in the other video. What do you think of them bringing back all 3 of their linebackers, Preston Williams, all that stuff? And I'm gonna get to one of you guys' comments of the day. Now, comment of the day. I keep talking about I want a veteran, experienced, good center. Right. That was my biggest thing that I wanted coming into free agency. I wanted Jensen. That was my number 1 on the list. And it still is. I still want that. I want a center tackle. I want 2 vets, and I want it to be a center tackle, whether it's right tackle, left tackle. I just wanted a center and a tackle. And I see a lot of you guys in the comment section, and this is why it's comment of the day, saying, we have Dieter. Why would we don't need to get another center. We need to focus on this. We need to focus on that. We have Dieter. And one of you specifically, I don't remember who it was, said Dieter is just as good as some of the guys out there. And I was like, is he though? So I looked it up, right? So Treader, who just got released by the Browns, or it's going to be released 4 o'clock by the Browns tomorrow, is right now the best center out there. He has a 78.7 PFF grade. And we'll look at the difference, right? He has, out of 39 snaps, he's given up 1 sack, 1 hit, 8 hurries, 10 pressures, and his efficiency rating was a 99 out of 100. Very good. Very, very good. He is the best center out there right now. And the funny thing is, if you look at his PFF grade versus Jensen's PFF grade, he's better than Jensen, who I was fawning over. Everyone was fawning over getting Jensen. So Treader is now my number 1. Please sign him, Miami. Next would be Bozeman with a 73.3 PFF grade out of 1,125 snaps. He gave up 3 sacks, 3 hits, 15 hurries, 21 pressure with an efficiency of 98.2. And then you look at Dieter. Dieter had a PFF grade of 60.6. So Treader has an 18.1 better PFF grade, and Bozeman has a 13, give or take, 12 point whatever PFF grade better. Out of 546 snaps, because again, he got injured, he gave up 1 sack, 2 hits, 7 hurries, 10 pressures with a 98.2 efficiency rating, which is the same as Bozeman. But if you look at Treader, right? Treader had double the amount of snaps as Dieter and gave up the same amount of sacks, gave up less hits, gave up 1 extra hurry, and gave up the same amount of pressures. And that's why I want Treader. That's why I'm like, there's been so many times where you can't run up the middle because the guard and the center are just having a hard time. There's times where Tua drops back and you just see Dieter getting pushed into him. You can't step up in the pocket to avoid the pressure from the sides because we knew that the tackles were hot garbage. You can't step up in the pocket there because so where are you going to step? And then you get sacked. So that's why I want. Now, let me make this clear, extremely clear. I'm not saying the Dolphins should cut Dieter. I'm not saying that the Dolphins should get rid of Austin Jackson. Hunt is going to be the starting right guard. I'm not saying Liam Eichenberg, Austin Jackson, Solomon McKinley. I'm not saying they should cut nor get rid of nor give up on them. Competition. full-on competition. You have two really good offensive line style coaches in there, and our offensive coordinator and Applebaum, the offensive line coach. Coach them up and put the best 5 out there. Because if we are going to say that Tua deserves 3 years, Tua deserves more time, you have to be equally on the same page of that as these offensive linemen. Because you can't say after 1 year, oh, that's it. They suck. Move on. Because we've seen that. Eric Flowers, not saying he was homegrown, but Eric Flowers, oh, he sucks. Move on. Fantastic. Back with Washington. So, what's that one? I can't remember his name. It was like El Manora. I think he was undrafted to us. Went to the Raiders. Fantastic. So, if we're going to give Tua a shot, if we're going to give Tua a chance, got to give these offensive linemen a chance, especially with good coaching. But I still want to bring in vets. That was our biggest mistake last year, is not bringing in vets and depending on these young offensive linemen to learn on the road, learn on the field. The reason why Laramie Tunsil did as well as he did is because he had a great left tackle to his left, and he had a great center to his right, and Mike Pouncey and Brandon Albert. That's what I'm saying. You get Treader, you get a left tackle or a right tackle, you have these guys learn from them. Especially the older guys. If they go after and get Armstead, which it's going to be a lot of money, about $21 million. I hope to God he stays healthy. You have Austin Jackson or Liam Eichenberg learn from him and be his eventual replacement. So that's how I feel. That's why I'm constantly like, oh, we need a center. We need a center. Because he's not even anywhere close near the best center that's out there right now that the Dolphins can get. Can he learn? Yeah, of course. He'd be a viable, great backup, God forbid something happened. Same thing with the other guys. And then eventually they would take over when they learned and got better. But comment below. Let me know what you guys think about that. Other than that, if news breaks later tonight of a big move happening, I'll make a video. But if not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. starts the start of free agency. If any other moves happen before then, you'll get a video from me. But like usual, stay classy. Fins out.